Hello, everyone. Okay, if you can, I'm going to be chatting to Nabeelah today, Nabeelah Kolia. Just give me a second while I invite her. Okay. Hi, I think she's joined. There we go.
Hi, Lubna.
Hi, Nabeelah. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm okay. Are the kids asleep?
Yes, they are, thankfully. I hope they stay that way. That's the important thing.
But it's fine if they aren't, because then maybe we can chat to them too about,
Women's
you know,
development, sure.
yeah.
They should start
I
young.
would be, how old are they?
5 and 18 months.
Okay, okay. I struggle to think in months. That's a year and a half,
A
right?
year and a half, sorry. Yeah,
Um,
a year and a
okay, so
half.
that that's enough to have a chat about women empowerment. You
A year and a half.
need
We
to
just
start them
started
young.
talking, so maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I've been very excited to chat to you. I'm going to introduce you as well, just to sort of get us started. I see we have a few people that have joined, and I'm sure that there'll be more people that join as we go.
Mhm.
But Nabila, so as you guys know, and whoever was new on the call, I'm having a woman who inspire series for women for basically Women's Month, and I've invited Nabila to chat to me today. She she's very shy, so I'm going to just go ahead and speak about why I invited her, and hopefully she won't be too shy to chat to us about all of her achievements. But for those that don't know, I mean, I've posted her bio, but I said like Nabeelah is a very young, actually, a qualified. Actually, I know that there's a difference between the two. She's been awarded with many achievements. The most notable one was the fact that she was named one of Mail and Guardian's top 200 young South Africans this year, and which I think is amazing. She was also been a nominee for the Inspiring 50 South Africa. I know she's also won many awards. One's been for well, I know you've been nominated for People Development, a People Development Award. I know that you've also sort of, won an award for client services. But that's just in the working world. In addition to that, I know that you're very actively involved in the actuarial space. Nabeelah's involved in a number of committees, one in microinsurance, which deals with, insurance for the underserved population. She's also, she was the former actuarial women's chair, and she's now the incoming ASABA president. And for those who don't know what ASABA is, it's an association for South African Black actuarial professionals. So Nabeelah is very busy, and I'm so happy that she made some time to chat to me today. So in addition to that, she's also got two young kids. So she's a mom and a wife as well. I know that there's other, like I know that you've been involved from campus days as well. Actually, I saw you around from campus time. You were my husband's tutor, actually, economics tutor at some point. So I've seen you from that time already, and you've always been very active. So I hope I didn't
That's good.
make you too shy. But like I told one of, like I told, like I told one of my previous guests, right? These are all your achievements. I didn't make them up, so you should own it. But Nabeelah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And please tell us how did you manage to win so many awards? Like, what is it? Um,
Thanks, Lubra. Thank you so much for having me. I think it's an honor just to be here or to be recognized as someone who could be here as part of your wonderful Women's Sea. So thank you so much for having me. And it's nice to connect with you again after all these years from campus. So yeah, no, thank you so much for reaching out. I really appreciate it. I think the work that I do is because I want to make a difference. So not to win the awards. The awards are nice to have, I guess, but wouldn't stop me from doing what I do if I didn't win them. So, yeah, I don't think a lot of us who want to make a difference or a genuine difference or, want to be involved and who volunteer are not doing it for the recognition that it brings. So, yeah.
But tell me, and I mean, so I agree with you. I always find that it's always the people that are not necessarily after the awards or the status that sort of tend to, that sort of comes naturally, afterwards. But tell me something, I mean, it's not your average person is not going to be named one of the Mail and Guardian's top 200 young South Africans. So tell me, what is it that you did or that you've been busy with that actually got you in that space?
So I think it's probably around the work that I'm doing in the transformation space. So I was the chair of the Actuarial Women's Committee for the last 2 years, and that's a subcommittee of ASABA, as you mentioned. And I'm the incoming president of ASABA. So I think it's the work being done there. I've also started out a transformation committee, which is now called the Diversity and Inclusion Committee, in our department or actuarial department. So I think I'm just really passionate about, people development and in particular women's development. And I think it's the work that's being done there or that maybe caught the eye, I don't know, the Mail and Guardian put it that way. I also recently started a actuarial women's leadership development program, which is something that's very close to my heart. So the first round or the first cohort is actually graduating at the end of August, which I'm super, super excited about. So just the opportunity to be able to make a difference, even if it's just in one person's life is enough for me.
So that's wonderful. And can you tell me a little bit more about this women's cohorting that you've started, or the ones where people are now graduating? What did you do? What are you guys doing in that space?
So it's under the banner of the Actuarial Women's Committee. So we found people who are in the space of like almost qualified or just newly qualified don't always have like a set vision of where they want their career to go, because up until you qualify in the actuarial space, you are busy writing board exams left, right, and center. So your sole focus is, I want to get over the line, I want to qualify. And so you're not really focusing too much on your career post that, or in that space of once you qualify, you're often thinking, okay, like now what? Or I have all this time and what can I do now? Or now it's time to focus on my career. And I think I was one of those people who was in a similar space once I qualified, is that it was all about the exams and then afterwards started thinking deeper. So we're targeting people in that space and then basically taking them through like a 2 sessions a month, roughly, 2 sessions a month on different topics. So we've touched on a variety of topics, things like the imposter syndrome, just learning to say no. So, trying to be braver in the workspace. We've given them a broader overview of what else they can do, aspects of their career they can focus on, of their personal development that they can focus on. We did the personality test, and the group actually, also, figured out more about themselves, more about the people that they work with, how to recognize other people's personality types to then give you an advantage when you're dealing with them. So a whole lot of things. I think it's been an action-packed or a jam-packed year. And so, obviously looking forward to taking on a new cohort and bringing through the learnings that we've learned over the last year to that. But I think also part of it is the networking. Because I think as women, you know, we need to network, we need to be there for each other, we need to have each other's backs. And then this facilitates, like, this group of people who've been together for almost a year now know each other. And the actuarial space is also a small space. So, you know, it's always useful to have contacts in other companies or, yeah, someone else to speak to when you go to conventions, I guess.
So that's amazing because you're basically bringing women together to, you know, and you're actually teaching them from, you know, from the time that they start working, what are the types of things that they need to, that they need to develop on. And you're also creating a safe space for them to be each other's allies and friends, you know, and I think that's amazing. And
Losing you.
ooh, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm actually